but putting it in a bantu knot gives it that effect. Like it's a discovery, and I'm hyped about it, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. Okay,
hold it tight, girl, I'ma show you like every night. So let me back and get that left right from the back. Let me to the end, I'ma take it down low. Move it to the top, I'ma take that slow.
so I did this off camera and we have 2 sections left. I'm going to speed this up a bit to just give you guys an idea of how the braiding process went. All in all, it took me 2 days to get all of this braided. I took several breaks in between, and I hope I'm able to leave this in for like 2 months or 3 months, because that's the goal. My hair is almost due for a touch up with my relaxer soon, and I'm trying to preserve my new growth as much as I can, because at this point it starts getting hard to manipulate. So this is me showing you guys the real-time process of the braiding, like no speed. This is like real-time speed, and this is how long it takes me to get one braid done. Bear with the length. Like the length of my hair is one of the reasons why it takes a while, and the fact that it's tiny, and the fact that I wasn't rushing anyways. And I was trying to show you guys how to, in case you don't know how to braid, you could maybe try to follow the steps or something. And if you don't know how to braid at all and you feel this is not going to be helpful, I have a video on my page on my channel where I give like step-by-step process on how to get a braid done, even though that was with attachment. This is just my natural hair. So yeah, the process, trying to get the sections to even out so your braid can come out even and you can get it done to the tip, basically. So one of my major concerns with getting this mini braids was if I will be able to wear a wig on it, because I was having the same protective style over and over, and I heard or read somewhere that wasn't good. So you're supposed to switch up on your protective style so your hair doesn't like start falling out at one particular place because you keep manipulating it the same way. So I decided to go for mini braids as my protective style for this time. I just had my wash day and all that. So I was worried that I probably won't be able to wear a wig. I did my research and all that. Turns out a wig will work fine, and I'm going to show you guys that at the end, how I put on the wig. So with that done, let me just show you guys the old braiding Pro Max with the extra speed effect. And we are done. This is the end result, guys. My mini braids, it was supposed to be micro braids, but I don't think I had the patience to go for that. And I was just checking out the work of my hand. Then I oiled my scalp, and voila. So now to put the wig in, I think this was the same day but later at night, and we're just going to braid. You're just going to braid the braid braid the braids and make it really tight so your hair is slipping down, and just braid it to the tip. And I'm just going to leave the tip like that, so I'll put on my wig cap and just put it to the side. That's the best way I can explain that. So I'm just going to leave the tip like this. Then we get the wig cap, and then we get the wig. I'm just going to cut my lace and then put it on. I don't know how people do this with so much light in their face. Like, I couldn't really see what I was cutting, but I'm just going to put this on right now and straighten it and show you the end result. Sorry, this part of the video is kind of blurry, guys. I was moving around a lot and I didn't touch my screen to focus, and I didn't want to take off the wig and do all this part all over again, so bear with me. Basically all I'm doing is straightening out the wig and just, slicking it down and brushing it out. And this is the final result. This is what it's looking like right now, and the wigs definitely come in handy for when your hair starts getting rough, because the longer you leave it in for, the better the results you get. I think I haven't done micro braids before. This is not even a micro braid, let me say mini braids. I haven't done mini braids before. I've only done like the big twist, and they weren't so tiny, but I didn't want to do twist this time because they can't get puffy, like they swell up if you don't do it really tight, and I don't like to do it really tight. So this is my first time doing the mini braids, and I'll definitely let you guys know how it turns out and give you an update. I read somewhere that when you have mini braids in, it actually helps your hair if you have really full hair and it's prone to getting really tangled a lot. So the fact that they're in mini braids means like when you loosen it out, you get to detangle each section in that tiny form it is, and your hair like gets less prone to tangles. Or I don't know, because my hair gets tangled a lot. I could spend 2 hours on detangling my hair alone, like detangling and brushing. It takes a long time. And there's something else I learned, you guys. You notice that when I was braiding my hair, I had it in a, what they call that, bantu knot. I realized that's the first time I'm sectioning my hair and leaving it in a bantu knot while I'm trying to make it, and I realized that leaving it in the bantu knot helped preserve the moisture better. Like when I loosened out the bantu knots, when I did the final section, I did it like a day after, and it was still like moisturized. I didn't need to put in any hair butter, I didn't need to put in any oils till I was done. I just oiled my scalp, but it was still moisturized, and I was like, wow, that's really great. And the thing about locking in your moisture with oil, it's real. Like when you moisturize, maybe you put in your leave-in conditioner or your hair butter or whatever it is you use, make sure you get a proper good hair oil. I use either my hair growth serum or my herbal oil mix, both from Ruby Hair Therapy, and I use that to lock in moisture. So after I'm done my leave-in conditioner and my hair butter, whichever I decide to go with that day, I could use the two depending on how much moisture my hair needs. But I just washed my hair that day, so I just used my hair butter and sealed in the moisture with the herbal oil mix. And a day after, I took down the bantu knot and I still had my hair moisturized. Like I only detangled with my fingers while I braided. I didn't even brush unless I found like a knot that I detangled and like brushed it later. So I didn't have to brush my hair because I detangled before I kept it in the bantu knot. While I was detangling, I moisturized. When I was done detangling, I sealed in the moisture with my oil, and then I brushed out again, and then I put in the bantu knot, and that really helped seal in the moisture. So if you are like me, that you get your hair done, maybe yourself or someone does your hair for you, maybe your sister, and maybe you don't finish it in a day, instead of just leaving your hair out and by the next day it's all dry and crunchy, and when you want to like comb it out it's painful and all that, just when you have your hair moisturized, wrap it up, put it in a bantu knot, put it in sections, maybe whatever hairstyle you want to do. Make the person doing your hair for you, if you are doing it yourself, part it out in sections and put those sections in bantu knot before you go to bed or whenever you want to take a break and come back. Because I always make my hair myself, and like a lot of times I never did that till this time, and every time I come back and I want to continue making my hair, I have to get my hair mist and spray in my hair mist, put in my moisturizer, all of that, do all that process again. But it's never as soft as when it is when you just come out from the shower or when you just like wash your hair. But putting it in a bantu knot gives it that effect. Like it's a discovery, and I'm hyped about it, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, so let me know if you tried out the mini braids and how it worked out for you. I'll give you guys an update on how it goes, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Bye for now. I love you. Mwah.